So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips that you guys need to know when buying a used side-by-side. Yes, if you guys are going to buy a new side-by-side, we're going to show you the tips, 5 of them that are really important, maybe show you a few more. But we got this machine right here, our race machine, all tore apart. So what we're going to do, guys, is run through and show you guys kind of the things what you need to look for. Before we start this out real quick and show you guys everything, if you guys have a comment or something, if you watch the whole video, if there's something I missed that's really important to check out, or something that you know that's even better than what I'm saying here, comment down below. And if you got questions about it, comment down below, guys. I'll answer them below. Let's jump right into it. So if you guys look right here, we got the front end apart. We're going to show you guys how it is. If you guys see inside here like this one, and you see all fresh paint, all cleaned up like this, looking good, either two things: they're covering something up, or they fixed everything. On this one, we just went through and we'll show you guys that right here. Look forward to make sure there's no cracks, or if there's paint chip, that means there's probably a crack there. So what we did is we went back through this one, re-welded it all up. Anything that was cracked, went through, cleaned it off with a grinder, got it all shiny, went back and welded the thing, and after that, we went through and repainted it all. So it's gonna be brand new. Our radiator's right over here, guys. The reason we have it down here is because it's full of mud. We went with a different radiator. But check the radiator. If it's covered up top where you cannot get it out to clean it, you can look up here and see. Use your phone, do a little video up in there. What I do is come down here and look at these CV axles. Check the boots out, check the axles, grab them, shake them. Shake them like this. They should not move around, guys. So I have one popped off right here, guys. If you guys look at this one, you guys can see there's grease everywhere. Right there, guys, one of the seals went out. They might wear out over time, or like this one, I might have hit a rock with it or something. So you want to check these ends, make sure they're tight like this. See that? So if they're loose, they're going to start rattling. This one can be rebuilt. Look along the frames underneath here, check the area, check your shocks out, just look at them, make sure there's no leaks, nothing else going on with those. You can always press down. I'll show you that in the back. So this is where the A-arms are right here, guys. If you look at them, you want to check out, here's your stabilizer. Sometimes they'll get loose. These here will get loose, they'll start rattling. These are brand new. Look underneath them to see if they've been beat on. I'll show you guys what I mean. Look at the way this is. See that? It's been bumped out. Look at that. So that's the reason this one's been replaced, is this right here, guys. So go along, look at them. Check for any welds broke or anything else. That means that they rode this thing pretty rough, or they were hitting rocks like we did. We were playing in the rocks, racing this thing, so no shake. Same thing in the back. We're going to do the same thing. Pull it, no shake. See that? It takes like 5 minutes to pull a clutch panel off with the screws. Depending who you got. These are all 8 millimeters. You go in the Pro R's, they're 10 millimeters. If you got different machines, same thing. Check your clutch. Push on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard. It should be kind of hard. This is a brand new clutch because we blew the other one up. But as you want to check your springs, make sure it's not loose. Check inside here. Take your cell phone and look right inside here or up in here, and look for any kind of cracks. If it's cracked in there, you know that this clutch is about ready to explode. So those are kind of the things you want to really look at on that clutch. So what I did is I grabbed an old clutch right here that I have sitting around. If you look inside, right here, this is what you're looking for. You guys can see inside right there? That's what you're looking for right here. That's a hairline crack. That crack will end up taking this clutch and it'll go bye-bye. It'll be no good for you. You want to check right here, guys, and just see if it's wore out. If it's completely wore out, the new ones have like a plate inside, but these do not. If it's really grooved up, it's time for a new clutch. It depends on which machine you get, but how much you want to spend. On the back here, guys, you can check this, check all your bearings out pretty easily. What I do is I get it towards the back. If it got the part here, start pushing up and down like this. And you'll hear a lot of squeaking back here if it's about time to replace the bearings. About every year, you should really place them if you guys are beating on the machine. You can hear anything else that's loose while you're doing that. See if you need to fix anything else. You also to see if the shocks have any kind of recoil. Because if the shocks are bad, you're not going to get any kind of recoil on there. They're going to go very slow. And that knows that you have to have the shocks rebuilt. Go out here, get your oil cap underneath. Check your oil cap. Smell your oil. If that stuff smells like it's burned, that means they probably burned your oil. If your oil cap is this clean, like this, that means that somebody cleaned it off. If they cleaned that off, there's probably a reasoning behind that. The reason this one is clean like this, it's a brand new motor. This motor has not even been ran at all, so we're going to roll with that. But if it's not a new motor, you got thousands of miles, why did they clean that off? That's a big key right there. Once you've ran around, checked all the outside stuff out, checked your bearings out, checked out your arms on the front, the back, the bearings, you checked out your clutch, you can look at your frame, make sure there's no dings or bends on the bottom of it. And next up, guys, inside, did you guys see, it's kind of dirty, it's torn apart, but the only way that it's going to be really spectacular clean is if you're weighing in the orange RC, or you guys watch a video on that if you want to, but if not, you're cleaning this thing up trying to show people something that is not. So be careful on that. Not a lot of people polish their rides up and get everything from behind here. Next, you check out the air filter that's in here. The reason you check the air filter out, just to see if people are riding through a lot of dust. If you're riding through dust, it's going to clog up. It's going to get these clogged up. Or if they got a lot of mud in here. You can pull this off real quick, guys, and look inside here. Let me show you. Just pop it off like this. Pop these out. All 4 of them. Just like that. And then check out your filter. As you guys can see, now this is not good to have. Look at all the dirt and mud back there. See that? There you go. So if that dirt and mud is back there, that means they probably took this thing through mud. Might have caused a motor to go out. Maybe. We fixed it, put a new motor and took care of that. If there's oil smell on here and oil, that means you probably had a head or something out inside the motor. Definitely be cautious unless you know how to fix that or want to spend $5 grand for a new motor. That's really important, guys. Next up, we're going to look inside. So we got to be in here, I don't know where, but turn it on, guys. Check out, see if your gauges are on. If your gauges are working, check, see if they've been checking on it. If you got ride command like this one does, don't worry about the radio. We're going to put all that back together. Battery is low. Look at that. So that means that battery is probably bad, or they have stuff like we do drawing on it, which is not good. So you'll have to replace the battery. You can check out the miles. This only has 2,500 miles on it. You can run through the gauge and check through here in the middle if you have this. If you don't have this, it'd be good to have one of these things. And this is like a diagnostic tool for it. It'd be good to have a diagnostic tool like that, but you're not going to pay $500 to go check it out. If you really want to, drop it off, check with a dealer, take it to a dealer if you have to. Test drive it down the road. If the clutch ain't engaging right away, then you also want to check on that. But those are the key things you kind of want to look at when driving down there. I know we went through it really quick, guys, but those are the main things that are really important to check on there. Check the frame, because if they're bent, there's usually cracks on them and the paint's chipping off, or if somebody broke something, they did something drastically, guys. But besides that, guys, that's about it on the 5-point, 10-point, whatever you want to call it, inspection. The things to check for in the side-by-side when you're buying a used one, guys.